Okay. All right. Good morning, everyone. Mic check, mic check. Let me know if you can hear me. If you've just joined in on the live before I hop on the screen. Thumbs up if you can hear me. But otherwise, we're going to get straight into it. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. You can't tell my excitement from the tone of my voice already. Okay. All right. Let's do this. Good morning and welcome to our first workout of this sculpt program. You have myself, Coach Adeline, taking you through today's wonderful combination of booty and core. So we're going to keep it within our time limits, which is 30 to 35 minutes, so that you can get your warm-up in, your full workout on the legs and your core, and then your cool down to finish. Okay, so this workout is going to be around that 30 to 35 minute mark. All right, so first we're going to get onto the floor with our lovely little hip twists or windshield wipers with the legs. I've got 2 dumbbells here. You are more than welcome to use your weights from home, whatever it is that you love pushing yourself with, whether it's a 5 kilo, a 10, whatever you feel comfortable with working with, as long as you're able to get about 10 to 12 reps in this workout, okay? So with your legs wider than your hips, I'm going to get you to drop your knees side to side and just releasing all the tension in your side, your right side, as I'm dropping towards my left. And then over to my right to release that tightness in my left side. So we're just going to go with these windshield wipers and focusing on that deep inhale through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. So a lot has happened in the past 3 weeks. I haven't been consistent with my workouts. However, it's just been super hectic, but I'm honestly so excited to be here and back into my normal regime. Now, from here, I'm going to get you to imprint your spine. So imprinting your lower back, keeping that lower back against the mat. From here, I'm going to get you to bring your knee up towards your chest and just again here, we try to open out the glutes. Just bringing the chest in, the knees up to the chest is going to allow your hip flexors to get a little bit soft around the hips. So you're not too tight as you're getting into your lunges and your squats today. Fantastic work. Now, once you're doing that, this time, bringing your legs out completely straight. So leg extension here. We're going to bring the leg out a little bit further out to the side so that you can release now the lower back as well as the glutes. We go for 2 more on each side. Last one. Oh, I heard that click. Fantastic. Now from here, just a few hip bridges to warm up the core. So I want you to bring that pelvic bone up to the sternum. Close the gap between your back and the mat, and then just lifting the hips high until you can see the quads and not the knee. So seeing the quads, we'll know that you're squeezing that glute and allowing the glutes to activate. So in today's workout, after this little warm-up, we're going to flip over into our tabletop position to activate our core. We're going to start with a lovely little sequence, a Pilates sequence on the legs, and then we hit it hard with a burnout on the legs. So it's going to be a mix of a Pilates and a pump class. Nice work. Let's go for 3 more. And after that third one, you're going to hold at the top. And this time, you're just going to open the knees and close the knees. Now, keeping the hands pushed down into the mat is going to allow you to stay on your shoulder blades while you're doing this. So let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'll hold it at the top there this time. We're just going to go with our pulses. So pulsing here for 10, 9, 8, 7. Keep squeezing the hips. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Now keeping the legs there. You can straighten the legs if you need to. We're just going to go in for our roll-ups. Oh my gosh, I'm so tight around the hammies. And bringing it in so you can stretch out the legs, the back of the legs. Let's go for 3 more like this. Last 2. And the last one, we're coming up. Nice work. So folding the legs, bringing your hands onto the mat. Let's get into our tabletop position. We're now just going to warm up our core. And the best way to do this, safest way I think, apart from lying on my back, is to maintain a bear position or quadruped. So you look like a table on top of your mat. So I want you to imagine you're on a skateboard or a surfboard, and you've got massive waves tossing you side to side. So I want you to try and imagine that's happening as you lift your knees off the mat. Now hold that position. This time, you're going to twist your hips side to side. Just drop your knee to the center of your mat. So drop in the knee each time you twist. Do not lift the hips higher. Just maintain that lovely tabletop position and just bring in the knee towards the middle of your mat. Let's go for 10. And 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold that position. This time we straighten the leg, bring it back in, over to the other side. I want you to keep your heels back and don't raise the glutes. Just maintain that knee hovering off your mat. Let's go for 10. Lovely little warm up. 8, 7, 6. Pull that belly button into the spine. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And hold. This time, just pulse in the knees for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the feet outside the hands. Now, bring in the hands underneath your feet, the front of your feet or the toes here, okay? And all we're going to do is warm up the hamstrings, drop in the hips, raise the hips high. Nice work. Just a lovely little finisher here for your warm-up. Going for 10. Warming up the quads. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, that was perfect. Warm up done and done. That was 5 minutes right on the spot, which is exactly what I needed. Now we are going to get into our first sequence. So we're going to do a quick little sequence. 10 minutes lower. 4. A quick sequence on the left side of your leg, a sequence on your right side. Then we incorporate the weights, and we're going to go into a little burnout for your glutes, quads, hamstrings, everything in your lower body. And then while you're doing that, you're also testing your core, okay? Challenging your core strength while you're working with strengthening and sculpting your lower body. All right, let's get this show on the road. We are right on time. I want you to keep your left foot forward. Let's start with our non-dominant side first. So left foot stays forward, and we're going to go with a staggered stance squat. So you're going to keep your left foot flat and your right foot on the front ball of your foot. You're going to keep them right underneath your thighs or slightly wider than your hips. If you want to go wider, that's absolutely fine. But I want you to imagine you're throwing your weight onto that left side of your body, okay? Let's go for 10. 9, 8, 7, 6. We're going to sculpt with a slower tempo later on. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, you're going to get into that squat. Staying in that squat, you get into a reverse lunge. Bring it back in, stand up nice and tall. Down, lunge, squat, up. I want you to push your left heel into the mat. Let's go for 5 more like this. You should already be feeling a little bit of that blood circulating to the left side of your body. And 3. Nice work. And 2. No messing around in these workouts. Last one. Amazing. All right, now we incorporate squat, lunge. Hold that lunge. We go into a curtsy. Bring it back in. Now, when you come back into that standing position before your squat, I want you, rather than straightening the body altogether, I want you to keep that knee slightly bent so the tension stays in that left glute, okay? We're only going for 5 of these combinations. Squat, lateral run, reverse lunge into your curtsy. Bring it back in. Squat, reverse, curtsy, bring it back in. Let's go for 3 more. Last 2. Last 1. Nice work. Now hold that lunge. All we're going to change here is we're going to raise that heel, holding that lunge. Going for the heel raise, going for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Making sure that knee is facing out to the side. 3, 2, 1. Drop that heel. I want you to lean over the body so you're hinging now. Whatever you'd like to do with your arm, that's absolutely fine. You're getting into that lunge. Raise the heel, hinge forward. Let's go for 10. 9. Push that heel into the mat as you're leaning over the body. 8. 7. 6. Almost there. 5. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold that position. Now, all we're going to do here is have your hands out to the side for a bit of stability. This time, you're testing your core strength. Tapping the floor and keeping that tension on the left side. Going for 10, 9, centering yourself, 8, 7, 6, 5, oh my gosh, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh boy, shake it off. Wow, wow, wow. Oh my goodness. Left cheek burning. Amazing. All right, we're going to do the exact movement on our right side, okay? So right foot stays forward. We're going to do that split squat first, keeping the right foot completely flat. And I want you, each time you're working on that right foot, I want you to continue focusing on pushing down into your heel or the front balls of your foot, okay? So making sure they're in contact with the mat. You can raise your toes if you want, that's fine. But I feel like if you have full contact with the mat, you got full engagement with the glutes, okay? So let's get into our squats. We're going for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we incorporate our lunge into that reverse lunge, into our curtsy, bringing it straight back up. Stand up nice and tall if you need to. Down, reverse, curtsy, back up. Let's go for 5 more like this. And 4. Now for the next 3, I want you to hold that half squat. Don't stand up tall. Final 2. Last one here. Awesome work. Now, holding that that squat. We step out into a lunge. We raise the right heel, bringing it straight back in. Hold that squat. Stepping out into that lunge, raise that right heel, bringing it straight back in into that lovely little squat. Let's go for 8 more like this. Nice work. Oh boy. 6. My legs are shaking. 5. 4. Oh my gosh. 3. Final 2. Oh my goodness. Last one here. We hold that lunge. We raise the heel for 10, 9, dropping that knee lower, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Leaning over that body. Oh my gosh. Leaning over that right leg right now. I want you to push your weight forward so you're hinging and you can feel that in your glutes and your hammies. All you're going to do here is get into the lunge, raise the heel, lean over the body. Let's go for 5 more like this. Oh my gosh. We can do it. And 4. Last 3. Final 2. Last one. We're going to hold that lunge. Going for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Lean over the body. We're going to raise that leg, that back leg, that left leg. Oh my gosh, I want you to push deeper into that right leg. Hands out to the side for a bit of stability. Let's lift the leg for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh boy. Good heavens. Oh my gosh. That was incredible. Okay. So we are now going to get into our burnout for the legs and the booty. I want you to grab your 2 dumbbells or your 2 cans of food or 2 water bottles, whatever you can find in a minute. And this time we're going to go with a wider stance in our feet. So I want you to bring your feet wider than your hips and your toes are almost pointing to the middle of the mat, outside that frame on your mat. It's pointing to that middle. I want you to bring the dumbbells out to the front, or you can sit them on your shoulders if you prefer. But the idea is, imagine your tailbone, okay? The tailbone is going to come down straight to the mat, and then straight back up, okay? So even if your glutes are there, that's absolutely fine. I want you to focus on trying to bring your tailbone straight down, straight back up. We're going for 10 of these. Let's go. 9, 8, 7, pushing the knees out. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold that position. We're going to pulse here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, chest upright, 3, 2, 1. Hold that position. Toe heel a little bit closer now. We've got our sumo squats. So we've gone with a wider stance. Now bringing the feet a little bit closer, but still pointing the toes away from the center of your body. You're more than welcome to bring your weights out to the front. I just feel like it's going to pull you forward. Whereas if you keep it resting on your shoulders, you feel as if your chest stays neutral and your spine is safe. Let's go. For 10, 9, 8, 7, chest upright, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold that squat. Let's pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it, toe heel. Coming a little bit closer now. We are going to go for a squat deadlift combination. So what it's going to look like, my feet are slightly wider than the hips. Get down into a lovely little deadlift, just making sure that you're keeping your armpits nice and tight so you're not flaring the rib and you're also not pushing your spine out. Let's go for 10, 9, 8, little RDLs here, 7, 6, 5, push the bum as far back as possible, 4, keep the armpits tight, 3, 2, 1, hold that position. We're just going to pulse into a squat, straight back up. So hold in that position. You can do whatever you want with your dumbbells, but I feel like bringing it out to the front helps a little bit with stabilizing the glutes and the hips. Going for 5, 4, keep the hips high as you get into that deadlift, 3, 2, armpits tight, 1, hold that position. Now we're going to pulse here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh boy. Let us shake it off. Drop your weight. Oh my gosh. Legs are done for now. We've got 10 minutes of our booty core. Oh my gosh. Lovely. All right. I'm going to give you a couple of seconds to catch your breath. I know that was a little bit more intense than we expected, but trust me, these short workouts are going to get your body sculpted. That's even a phrase for your body tone. I know a lot of people like to use these, but overall, I just want you to get more muscle so that your metabolism works better and you're able to burn fat, which is important. All right. Now, let us get into our core. I want you to lie on your back. You can use your dumbbell for this. I had my ankle weights. I completely forgot about them. Thank goodness I didn't use it. I'm going to get you to lie on your back. This one's going to be a test of core, but also, since your glutes are now wide awake, they've been activated, they're going to work to keep your whole body stable, especially around the hips and the knees. So I want you to shuffle your feet a little bit closer to your hips. Just enough, bringing your feet wider than your hips or slightly wider than your hips. From here, we're going to go for 5 reps. I want you to go into the hip bridge, curl in that lower back down, curl in that, tailbone up. Let's go for 3 more. Lovely. Final 2. I'm slipping off my mat. Forgot my towel in all the excitement. Last one. Let's bring it up. Now hold in that position. I want you to shuffle yourself so you're lying completely flat on your shoulder blades, okay? All you're going to do from here is bringing your hands in line with your chest. We're going to keep that long, elegant neck, so shoulder blades back and down, shoulders away from the ear. Keep the ear away from the shoulder. Now, all we're going to do from here is testing your challenge in your core. I want you to try your best not to tilt your hip bone. Keep it in that same position as you march the knees up towards the chest. Going for 6 and 5. Final 4. Last 3 and 2. Last 1. Now holding that right leg up. All we're going to do here is straighten the leg, bend the leg. Going for 5. Keep the hips high. 4, 3. Try not to move. Final 2. Last one here. Awesome work. Now bring it until it's in line with that bottom thigh. What we're going to do here is I'm going to move my right leg out to the side as I move my left hand out. Hold in that position. Going for 5. Keep the hips high. And 4. Abducting from the body. Last 3. Keep the hips safe. Final 2. Last one here. Nice work. Dropping that hip. Keeping that right leg up. I want you to hold the back of your knee. And then all we're going to do here is release that left leg so it's completely straight around the knees. And we're going to swap the legs. Each time you swap, I want you to exhale. So as you pull that leg up towards your chest, you need to exhale through the mouth. And as you're swapping, you take a deep breath in. And exhale again. Let's go for 6. 5. Push that lower back deep into the mat. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold in that position. I want you to bend your right knee. Bring your head to rest heavy in your hands. Shuffle your waist so your shoulder is off the mat. Now all we're going to do here is bring the knee to the elbow. Dropping it straight back out. Hold that position, or you can drop the heel to the floor of that left leg. But otherwise, keep it hovering so you engage your core a little bit more. Straighten the leg. Straighten the leg. Push your lower back deep into the mat. I do not want to see anyone's back lifting off the mat, especially the lower back. Going for 5 and 4. Last 3, we can do it. Final 2. Last 1. Bring it in. Both hands out to the side. We are going to pulse here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Oh boy. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold that position. Bringing the left leg down. Both legs down. And relaxing here. We've got one more side before we are done for today. Amazing. Let's bring it back from the top into our lovely little hip bridge. Curling that tailbone up. And bringing it straight back down. Am I okay with the recordings? Check out that sweat print. Oh my gosh. This is so gross. Oh my gosh. Let's get into it. I just had to go and lie on it again. Okay. Let's get into, actually I'm going to turn around. It's a bit disgusting. I'm going to have to scrub this mat right after this. Let's curl the hip up. Hold in that position. Let's just go for maybe 4 of these. Okay. Keeping the hip nice and stiff. Hands in line with the chest. Elegant neck here. Going for 4. Oh, I tilted there a little bit. And 3. Last 2. Last 1. Hold that left leg up. And all we're going to do here is straighten the leg and bend the leg. Going for 5. And 4. Last 3. And 2. And 1. Nice work. Now all we're going to do here is bring it in line with that bottom thigh. My right hand moves out. My left leg moves up. Pull straight back in. Hold that hip high. Nice and steady, stable and steady. Nice work. Going for 3 more. Pull that belly button to the spine. Final 2. Last one here. Nice work. Dropping that hip. Oh my gosh. Bringing that leg in. Now we are going to bend that knee. I'm going to hug. All right, let's go for the straight leg first. Straightening that bottom right leg. And we're going to swap. Going for 10. Push the low back deep into the mat. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold that leg up. Let's bring the head heavy. Actually, it's the other side. The head is nice and heavy now in the hands. And all we're going to do here is bring in that right elbow. to your left knee, and then bringing the leg to join the right. Nice work. Going for 8, 7, back glute to the mat, 6, 5, 4, oh my gosh, 3, 2, 1. Hold that position. Both hands come out to the side. We're pulsing here for 10, 9, 8, 7, oh my gosh, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hug in both your knees to your chest. And we are done for today. Oh my gosh. That was exactly what the body needed on a Monday morning after 3 weeks of a great chaotic time. So it was a mix of good and bad, good and sad, but such is life. All right, while you're hugging those knees, let's rock the knees out to the side. Let's get into our cool down. Thank our body for pushing through that short but sweet workout. I would describe my 3 weeks with that workout. It was tough. Felt like giving up a few times, but it was good. Got a break with my friends from Melbourne. A lot of sad news, but we're here. All right, now from here, let's fold our left leg over our right. And we are going to pull our right shin up towards our chest and feeling that lovely stretch in the back of our left thigh. Let's switch over. Right leg over the left, pulling that shin a little bit closer to your chest as you release and allow the blood to circulate to your right thigh. That was amazing. Such a great workout. Highly recommend doing that one. Again, sometimes in the week if you can. And then from here, we're going to turn over onto our side, right side, or our left. Bringing that right leg up towards the chest. So tomorrow is a fun full body HIIT. And it's a mix of 6 exercises. And you go through each exercise as many times as possible. Yuck, this mat looks gross. As many times as possible in 8 minutes. Actually, it's 8 exercises. 8 exercises in 8 minutes. You start with a warm-up of 1 minute and a cool down of 1 minute. You've got your 8-minute high-intensity exercise or workout. And the speed, the tempo changes. We start very slow. 8 exercises really slow, 10 reps. And then we move into 10 reps moderate pace. And then we keep increasing the intensity each round. All right, now line on your front now. Bring in your hands so that your elbows are in line with your shoulders. And it's just framing the side of your mat. And all we're going to do here is push your heel of your hand into the mat. Now, rather than bringing the discs in your spine together, I want you to lengthen your spine. So pull from the crown of your head to the tip of your toes, just lengthening the spine there. Bring it back down. Let's go for one more. Nice work. Bringing the hands outside the shoulders into that lovely little cobra pose. Pushing the hips back, arms outstretched. Staying there for a few seconds. Push the spine outside the shoulder blades. Sitting up nice and tall. Bring your right hand out to the side. Left hand over the body. Stretching up your sides. Over to the outside. Lovely. Bring in the front of your hands. The palm of your hands into the front of your knees. I want you to push the spine out. Tuck your chin towards your chest. That was so good, honestly. And I'm so glad you got to do that with me. I will catch you tomorrow for your full body HIIT. In the meantime, follow that healthy eating guideline. I was super proud of my work after we completed, but my 11-year-old daughter, 10-year-old daughter helped me design that lovely little PDF for that reference guide. So it's basically what we use every day in our meals for Tim and I. We keep it very simple. We choose from that list and we know how much of these ingredients that we need to use. And now it's just like, we don't even have to look at our reference guide anymore. It's just all in our head. So that was it for me. I hope you have a lovely week. I'll catch you tomorrow for full body HIIT and message me if you have any questions. Goodbye.